Evening. Hope you trip.
Hope you trip.
Makes my blood.
Oh shit.
Someone.
Oh, there he goes. Hang on. I am not here. There is no one here. Wait for it. I remember teenage me had lots of fun with that. Is it trying? Just quick load it so I don't go on a fucking murder bender. Hi everyone, good morning and welcome. I hope you're having a lovely day today. Before I get started with anything thief related, a quick update on the YouTube channel. My updates are going to be quite boring, I'm afraid, for the next 7 weeks because unfortunately every update is I'm making Untitled Goose Game and I'm currently animating it. It's the start of week 2 of 7 weeks of animation. Revise that down. Probably 6 weeks of animation. I should be on the... So I should have finished 5 minutes out of 36.5 minutes. I've actually finished 6 minutes out of... Well, sorry, 6 minutes and 15 seconds out of 36.5 minutes. So that makes it a 6-week effort instead of 7 weeks. So hooray, I'm slightly ahead. So my objective this week is to get to the 10th minute at least, and I'm pretty sure I can clear that unless there's some, unless there's some crisis that pops up. Hello, sausage. Are you being good? Anyway, long story short, still working on Untitled Goose Game bullshittery, but it's quite large. Thank you Lord Virtuous and Westy and Gonrel and Raider. Thank you Dark Merlin and Awesome Bulldogs. Thank you sincerely, folks. Right, as for right now, welcome to Thief Deadly Shadows. Now, what's going on? To recap the story, we're playing as a master thief called Garrett, who is continually trying to avoid the machinations of the rich and powerful and the threads of destiny that define this world. Unfortunately for Garrett, destiny won't leave him alone. There's an organisation called the Keepers. 1 minute, sorry. The game is just a little bit too loud on my ear. There's an organisation which is called the Keepers, who are basically like your secret organisation type deal. They work behind the shadows to make sure that things don't get out of hand in the city insofar as like magic and factions. They're your standard working behind the scenes political machination bullshit. Anyway, hang on. So they read prophecies using a type of magic called glyph magic. They write words on parchment, and those words can change and shift and move around and speak to them in such a way that lets them divine the future. They've worked to determine that the disasters that occurred in the prior 2 games were stopped by Garrett, but the Keepers were keeping tabs on both of them. They've discovered a 3rd event for this 3rd game. Something called the Dark Age is coming, and they don't know exactly what it is. The Keepers know that it has something to do with 7 artifacts of a sentient nature, and they also know that it's related somehow to a betrayer in their midst, and also me, for some reason. Many in the Keeper organization, to clarify, Garrett the Master Thief was once part of the Keepers when he was younger. So many are believing that he might be the traitor, that I might be the traitor. Anyway, long story short, I've been sent off to try and gather some of these artifacts and also some books that they're missing to do with divining the future so they can try and determine, What the fuck is going on? Hang on. So that's why I'm... Yeah, sorry, I just need to rub that belly. That's very important. Obviously, we're gonna rub some bellies. Gotta rub some bellies here. Belly, 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 Sound is a bit low. I will turn it up for you, but not for me. One moment. Right, let's go here. There we go. So it should be slightly boosted for you, but it should be still relatively low for me. Right. So, welcome indeed. Hope you're okay. So that ship over there, apparently there's a clue in one of their books about a lead on that ship.
Even looks at me funny. Gonna be some bloody noses.
How am I going to get through? There's quite a few people.
Evening. Hope you trip.
Rude again. So there's at least 2 city watch officers here and electric lighting, or rather just sealed gas lighting. That's probably electric. Hang on. Go with that. Crouch. The civilians won't react negatively to me. It's only the city watch. Thank you, Harry Smith. Okay, let's go this way for a second. There were another 2 watch officers there, and there's another one around the corner. So I'm currently here. That's the Abyssal Gale, which apparently holds a clue that could be relevant to my search. There's pagans over there. Best avoid them. A tavern over there. Can I go up? Thank you, Harry Smith and Legend.
Heard something.
No, you didn't see anything.
I just see nothing there after all.
Can I get him to turn his back maybe as I go up?
Oh well, maybe they're right. I should try to relax a little.
Shit.
What? I saw something.
No, you didn't see anything? Cool. I should be able to scale the pipes.
Guess it was nothing.
Okay. Thank you, wait, I've missed somebody. Thank you, Reaver. Bit of gold down there I can nick. Thank you, Wyan. Or Wayan. Right, nice and quiet now, because it's going to be a very loud pipe.
Evening there. Well then.
So how do I get aboard the Gale? Where's the gangplank? Well, there, I guess. Just a ladder. Okay, plenty of shadow.
Should have gone to sea, like my brothers before me.
Tavern? Where am I? Yes, I'm in the tavern. Whoops. Let's have a look and see if there's anything in here worth stealing. A ring, I think. Okay. England won on penalties, says the rock type. A football game? Well done, them. Right. What's my favourite game genre? Revoing? Survival games. What's this? Silverware? Thank you, Kate. Thank you very much, Kate. Okay, the tavern's mostly sleeping. I'm just looking for if there's any additional coin to steal or information to glean. Hello, that lady has something I can pickpocket if I'm careful. Right. There's a note on the desk. I should give it a read. Shit.
Evening.
The City Chronicle, Extra. Doomed vessel arrives in docks. The merchant ship Abyssal Gale floated into port on Sunday with its captain and crew of 28 either missing or dead. Witnesses say the vessel, formerly under the command of Captain Robert Moira, seemed to steer on its own. Now under City Watch investigation, the curious are warned to keep their distance from the boat. Officer Dirk Lamar explains, "With this here cursed ship, you got your zombies, you got your ghosts, plus all the dangers of a regular ship. Drowning, splinters, what have you. With that said, this is one reporter that will indeed be keeping her distance. Additional reports indicate the possibility that undead who disembarked from the vessel may be congregating in or around the sewer. Mavenstock. Okay. So, yeah, for those not familiar, the world of Thief itself takes place in this large metropolis, simply called the City.
Maybe I can borrow Henry's wagon.
It's very sort of Edwardian gas punk type thing, medieval as well.
Oh no, I've been robbed. But how?
Maybe it was the bartender. Ooh, there's some coin over there. Wait till the bartender go back. Well, I should be able to sneak in. What's that there? Just a barrel that I can throw if I wish?
Evening.
Have a nice night.
What's that? Coin, maybe? Do you think I can get to the fire? See if there's a fire arrow? Yeah, it's not really a priority, frankly. I could wait until... Thank you, Fox. Thank you very much, Fox. Is there anything back there of note, do you reckon? Should probably take the main door here, then I can board the gale, and this is a way to get above and past the city watch when I come back. Okay. So yeah, I hope everyone's having a nice day today. This week, editing continues. The dog's fine, she's just behind me, flopped on the sofa. Additionally, some news. I'm in negotiations, once again, for a third bungalow. Those who follow regularly know that I was hoping to move out of this tiny flat into a little bungalow. A small, single-floored house. Nothing big. With a little garden that Lulu can run in. I was in late negotiations with two different ones, but the first bungalow owner wanted way too much money. The second one unfortunately had some serious structural deficiencies that caused me to pull out the deal. This third one is nice, but I've got a bit of a bad vibe about it. Not necessarily about the property, but I get the impression that maybe it's a house flipper. So it might simply be out of my price range. It turns out that they put it up for sale, but they couldn't sell it. So they reduced the price, and I get the impression that they're still, in their minds, they're probably still married to that original price. So... Oh yes, I like the bungalow, Nard. It's nice, but I also fear that it's made by somebody who's flipping it. You know, they're trying to get their maximum return on it. So I have a feeling it's probably going to be out of my price range in reality. Okay. Do I wish to enter the abysmal gale? All right. Let's have a look, shall we? Right. Hello. So we've entered the hull of the abyssal gale. Right. Holy water. The holy water flasks burst on impact, creating a puddle of holy water. Throw it at the undead to damage them.
What happened here? Maybe there's something in the ship's manifest. The captain's log.
Okay. Give it a save. Thank you, Mega. Thank you very much, Mega. And Scarthy, hope you're both well. Thank you, Unlucky Live, and Fox and Kate. Thank you, all of you. Right. So, search the ship to see if we can find a clue about missing keeper documents. Thank you for saying so, Volker guys. Watch out for metal grates. Whoop. Are we okay? We're fine. Watch out for that guy. Let's go this way. Hello. Still check out this level if we can. Depends if he moves. Can't see anything. Keep moving. Hello? Another crew member. Anything I can grab? Things I can use to distract the zombie while I'm going for that lock. Not sure how long it's going to keep him distracted for. Quickly. Step to one side, get out the light. You saw nothing? Fuck. Bit of cash and a ring. Thank you, Bradford. Thank you very much, Bradford. Why suddenly a zombie? I'm aboard a ship that's come into port with zombies in it. Zombies are a thing in the Thief universe. Some sort of plague. Captain's log, day 42. Cook outdid himself tonight. A fine meal, at least at the officers' table. And why not? We've done well on this trip, and tomorrow morning I'll announce to the men that we'll be steering for home. I'm looking forward to seeing my Edwina. I guess a scarf of hers is just as good a lucky piece as that telescope of mine. Weather's been fine. Next day, day 43. Weather's been fine. We've got a full hold and we're heading for home. Should be there in less Oh no. Something happened suddenly. He died mid-sentence. Telescope. What telescope? Nothing around there. Are the graphics supposed to be pixely? Could be the bitrate. I wonder if Twitch is having trouble. The bitrate should be relatively high. So dark indeed, Mystic. It is Thief. Let's have a poke around. So yeah, I hope everyone's okay. Hope you're having a lovely week so far. This weekend in Brighton was rather energetic, owing to the fact that it was Gay Pride. So there was a parade and there were a couple of concerts. I'm told, I heard down the rumour vine, as in the grapevine, this morning, local dog walkers were telling me that in the concert, the Black Eyed Peas had technical trouble, which caused their bit to be cut short, which I imagine is very disappointing for people who turned up to the concert because they were the headliner. Did I join the parade? No, I battened down the hatches and stayed away from the crowds because fuck that noise. Crowds are like, ugh. Oh no. Ominous green fog. Black Eyed Peas still active? Well, I don't really know much about them, but I did also hear from a dog walker this morning that apparently there's way fewer of them now. So she was joking that there should have been a discount available because they only got like 3 of the Black Eyed Peas or something. I don't know how many are meant to be there. But yeah, that being said, honestly, people who are long-term viewers know that I sometimes whinge about how filthy the city is after the Pride thing, but as people tend to do, it was actually really quite clean. It was quite tame. I went outside and there was like 1 glass bottle broken, which was astonishing. A few years ago, I'd go outside after the Pride, and it was like a fucking bomb had hit the city. Just nothing but broken glass. Like, you step out into the street, and it's either sticky or it crunches under feet. Sticky through, like, booze and shit, not sticky like ejaculate. But anyway, the point is, it was really, really weirdly clean. I'm guessing it had something to do with the train strike that's currently underway. Perhaps the more restive elements of the Pride weren't able to make it this year. But yeah, it was alright. Well, I don't know. It's not, well, not for me. I didn't go. But yeah, so beyond that, so this weekend it was a case of batten down the hatches. I'm a little bit boring, I'm afraid, because I just kind of... I sat around going, you could be working, so I ended up just working. I did a little bit of Factorio. But I just mostly did some editing. I think I'm a bit of a workaholic, to be honest. Whoa. Fuck. No, you saw nothing. You saw nothing. Fuck. Up. You saw nothing. You saw absolutely nothing. Nor did you. And one of those, yes, Chip. Grab that, there we go. I'm annoying the zombies. Arrows tossed on the floor. Is it a door? It is. Right. Zam, thank you for your recent artwork, by the way. Mag sent me a link to it. Thank you very much, Zam. It's awesome. I forgot to link it, sorry. Oh, 1 minute. The dog would like to go out into the bedroom. Want to go into the bedroom? No? Now she's back at my feet instead. Do you want to go to the bedroom or not? No, she wants to sit on my lap. That's what she wants. Have a treat. Thank you, A97 Sund. Can you bonk the zombies? Sounds a bit weird. No, can I hit them with the blackjack? I think I can, but it doesn't do anything. I think you can get a backstab on them to down them. I can't remember if it kills them or just puts them out for a little bit. Oh, look. Loading screen. Bloody hell. Let's read that note. Ship's manifest. It's been a fine take, but nothing real exotic like the last trip, like that golden slab with the strange symbol. Now that's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Couldn't seem to make a dent in it or split it up, so I took the whole thing home with me. Captain's prerogative. Edwina doesn't know. Wouldn't want her to. She'd just ask questions and she wouldn't like the answers. That I'm less of a merchant ship captain and more of a pirate. And we only found that gold slab because we saw a cave that looked like a good place to hide some of our haul. And lo and behold, someone else must have thought it was a good hiding place too, because there was the treasure. Some traps around it too. Lost a few good men that day. Edwina doesn't have to know all that, does she? Heck, she'd just fret and worry, like that time she found out about the secret boathouse near the cliff by our home. Just writing this all down. I had a real time of it trying to explain that one. Like the time that she discovered my safe code is 6969. Okay.
The object described in the manifest must be the compendium the keepers are looking for. Sounds like it was brought to Captain Moira's house.
Okay, so, for those joining the stream, we've discovered that one of the books that the Keepers use to divine the future, it's been found. It was lost for 10 years, but it's been found. Apparently, in a treasure hall, someone's nicked it and hidden it in a cave. Anyway, pirates found it and took it back to the captain's house, so I guess we got to go there now. Right. So also we've got to find the key that opens the book. It's a glyph key. You can't read the book without the key, and that was apparently in the Sunken City. So we have 2 different destinations. Why is Corvo talking? So Raptor. So long story short, the Thief series was something that existed for Thief 1 and 2 in the early 90s, and then the studio went under, and with it, the Thief series went too. The publisher of the Thief series tried to resurrect it with Thief 3, this one, made by a completely different studio, the Deus Ex developer. It did okay, but it started to get away from the elements that made Thief Thief. And then later on in 2004, this was 2004, in 2014 there was a whole reboot/remake which the fans hated because for some reason they thought that Thief was Dishonored. It's not. Or like Assassin's Creed or whatever. Anyway, but yes, the Dishonored series shares the voice actor. I presume, I'm making assumptions here, that they probably wanted some of the gloss of the Thief series to rub off onto Dishonored, and therefore they've used the same voice actor for Garrett. Right. But Stephen Russell is his name, and he's the voice of Garrett the Thief, along with a shit ton of other things he's done. He's really prolific. Okay. It was, Sam, and thank you for it. Okay. We did it. Short mission? What we got? We got it.
Evening.
I see. Where does this go? Whoop. Right. So, right then, so now what? So that's the Abyssal Gale, so I know that we have to get to... So how do I get to the captain's house? Find a boat in the docks and take it to Captain Moira's seaside mansion to steal the Compendium of Reproach. Yeah, we should do that next, shouldn't we? Okay. Right. Whoops. Some members of the chat are trying to goad me into a rant about Dishonored because they know that I can, but speaking to those who are not familiar with the Thief series, it is very different in that it focuses more on evasion rather than combat. If you get discovered, you don't really have a choice of fighting, it's either escape or die. But as a result, it has a much more palpable sense of tension involved, which the Dishonored series, some would argue, would never attempt to replicate, but either way, do or don't, it doesn't quite go the same way. As a result, yeah, this one is far superior if you're after something like immersion, if you're after that sense of creepy, like, ooh, creeping through and I hope I don't get caught. Again, it's a personal taste thing, but I would argue that Thief 2 is vastly superior to all Dishonored games. Strongly recommend Thief 2. The Metal Age. It's an absolute masterpiece. Oh no! Don't push him into me.
There it is again. Hell's bells.
You don't see me. You don't see me.
Somebody lurking over there? Still there, are you?
Shit. Right. But yeah, Thief 2 is amazing. Anyway, the chat's probably tired of me saying that. Can I grab it quickly?
What's that?
You heard nothing? Thank you, Lady Revolt. Thank you very much, lady. Right, so... what am I doing now? You can't swim? You can swim in Thief 2, so I'm guessing it's another dumbing down thing for Thief 3. They probably don't want you exploring over here. Now, what am I doing? So, where am I going? Where's the boat that's going to take me here? Here? Okay. Where's the fence? That's... Okay. I need to find the fence to sell the art stuff that I'm going to nick.
Well, I wasn't sure really. Anyway.
Aha, that's where I need to go.
Bloody leather's cracked. Useless. Cost a fortune, too.
Shit, up we go. Come on, don't do this. Ah, fucking bug. For some reason, the animation bugs out. It's weird. There we go. They tried to make a first-person game into a third-person game. It was functional, but it was not good. I can't get up there for some reason. Okay. What's going on here? Normally
Sounded like a...
strange.
I shouldn't bother myself over nothing. Wait, is it back? Just some sounds. Wind.
There we go. Weird. Okay. So yeah, what else is going on? So, negotiations for a bungalow underway. I spoke to the estate agent this morning, just going through the motions really, just going through the negotiations. Oh, if you hit this value, I'll take that to the client, that sort of thing. But yeah, I'm not overly confident with this particular one. It's a nice little bungalow, and I think Lulu would like it, but I just get the impression that perhaps the sellers are making it a money thing. Oh yeah, it was quite nice. It was in an area that I grew up in, so I didn't mention that to the estate agent, because obviously I don't want them thinking that I'm super attached to the area that I grew up in. But still, to return back there, back to a place where I was a kid, could be quite nice, you know? Is it in better condition than the last one? I hope so. Pending structural survey. For those who are not familiar with what Lady Ravox is saying, the second bungalow I was really looking forward to getting, and I even came to a deal with the seller, but then I had a structural survey performed on it, and it had serious deficiencies. It looks like an old couple had lived there for decades and more or less done nothing to it. They just let the thing decay. And so as a result, it had accumulated decades and decades of damage. According to the surveyor, the roof was on its last fucking legs. It said it wasn't leaking now, but give it any moment, it's going to start fucking leaking water. He said that the waterproof felting, which is meant to be tied to the battens beneath the tiling, he said it was so deteriorating that not only was it ripped in huge places, but it was see-through. He could see the sun through it. He said that's not a thing. That's not supposed to happen. It's meant to be this waterproof cover to keep the rain out. Anyway. And then he said he got up on a ladder and there's a flat roof for an extension. And he said he put his hand on it and it was melting. And he was like, it's made out of asphalt. Apparently it's not meant to be melting. It was a warm day, but he said, like, what the fuck? Okay, here's the fence. What was her name again? Black Market Bertha?
Who's that? Let me get a look at you. You must be that fella Garrett. Fancy yourself a famous thief, I hear, but that don't impress me. Anyway, famous or no, old Dahlia will take care of you.
Dahlia.
If you've got artwork to sell, this is the place. But no funny business, got it?
Okay, so these are the items of artwork that I've nicked since the first mission. The painting of Mortimer the Mad, the gilded helm that Lady Elizabeth had nicked. Sorry, pardon me. Oh, I apologise. The gilded helm, gold stuff, portraits, codex. Oh, that's from the Hammerites. Okay. That little girl's comb that she hid when she was younger. Okay. Sell it all. There we go.
I guess you think this is a large haul you got here. Well, I suppose it is.
Okay. There we go. So, let's keep going down here. What's down here? Pagans, apparently. Hi there, Chinny. Hope you're very well, Chinny.
What
Pagans.
is that, you havers?
A lettering from Diane.
I be sticking it up here's so them thiever Garrett, he be's reading it.
Him? Bees I want to deading him, not leaves him letters.
Me too. But Diane says him could's be of using to us. Her says no kill. Not yet.
Bees you think him will reads them letter?
Be's not matter what I thinks. Diane thinkers him will, and Diane be's always right.
Oh, shit, what the fuck? Okay, so these two pagans, for those who are just joining the series, the pagans were technically the antagonists of the first game, sort of. At least their deity was. They're in a constant fight against the City Watch and their attempt to spread...
Be's told us them comfrey root, not coriander. And I told us them takers him to the shaman for them healings, but no listening. And now poor Alpine's foot havers the festerings.
A quick read. Garrett, my visionings show that it bees was you who tackered them jacknal's paw from us. It's referring to the fact that I stole something from them. This crime bees punishable by deadings. But we bees knowing Victoria would want to finding another way. We offer you this deal. First you do us some things for us, and we lets you live. We have enchanted your bow, so you can do us these favours. First bees many cornerstones in them city, that we have ready for you to make greenings. You bees will know which cornerstones because they have greensy markings. Use your mossing arrows on them, then our magic's vines bees will grow there. Second, we bees have elemental cocoons in our territory, shaped like the crescent moon, and bees the height of a man. Fire your elemental arrows into them, one of each type per day, and bees will add to their strengthening. When you do one of these favours, your standing with us bees will improve a little. You bees not attacking us pagans or steal from our territories, or we bees decreasing your standing with us. Now you bees our enemy, and you bees attacking by any pagan who finds you on them city head streets. Bees you do us enough favours, we bees not attacker you on them streets. But bees you do us very many favours, and you bees our friend and ally. We bees let you into our territory. Bees your choice, bees, Diane, Woodland, Priestess, bees. Fuck me. Not the bees! Okay. Again, just to reiterate, this is kind of fucking stupid. In my opinion, this is ridiculous. There is no situation in any situation in the Thief universe that the pagans and the Hammerites wouldn't just attack Garrett on sight. For those who don't know, in the first game, we basically killed their god. Like, we are totally... Like, this is just some bullshit, bad design choice by the developer, in my opinion. Side quests in open world exploration is not very thiefy. But more specifically, yes, there's no way the pagans would ever do anything other than immediately kill Garrett. Okay. Victoria did like Garrett in 2, sort of. It's complicated. For those not familiar, Victoria was a wood nymph who was the sort of the dragon character. So the side, the muscle for the Emperor Palpatine. She was the Darth Vader of the last game, or of the first game. And you ended up in a sort of uneasy alliance with her when we discovered that the Hammerites, or rather a faction of the Hammerites called the Mechanists, were planning something a bit more apocalyptic. So it was an alliance of convenience, really, but it's complicated. Garrett did, in the end, charge in to try to save her. So, you know. But yeah, the pagans themselves, they'd kill Garrett without hesitation. Thank you, Jace. Thank you, Mikkel and JJ. Sorry, just 1 minute. I'm just having a look at my phone. The estate agent.
May you sup well tonight.
Bees them leaves and trees.
The estate agent has left a very long message on my answer phone, which is weird. Normally he leaves a short message saying, call me. I'm not sure why it's a long message. Tempted to have a look. After the stream. Okay. So, pagan territory is down there. I could deliver the tree to them. I did steal something that belonged to them. I'm not sure what they'd do with it, though. Okay. Let's head to the boat. Let's get to Captain Moira's place. Okay. Quick. She's looking right at me. We're fine though. Did my mum have a look at the bungalow? She did. My mum had a wander over to give her thoughts, and she likes it too. Oh.
Was that moving?
Nothing.
I knew it was nothing.
Okay. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a lovely day today. Yeah, beyond that, really just cracking on with the editing. It's going to be a very normal day today. Got lots of keyframing to do. Does my mum still live in the area? So she lives... the whole family is kind of sprinkled, scattershot all over Brighton and Hove, which, for those not familiar, is a city on the south coast of the United Kingdom. Our family's been here for fucking ages, not to be like one of those types, but weirdly, like in a weird incestuous way. My granddad was into that family tree shit, and he determined that like we've been in this area for fucking ages. I was like, that's kind of creepy, in a kind of like small village type way. And weirdly, I think one of my aunties is into it too. And my mum said something funny. She went, "Oh yeah, like your auntie does all this family tree stuff. Did you know we're related to Jesus?" I was like, "Yes, mother, I'm sure. I'm sure the is it genealogy? Like is that the word? I'm sure the it's all completely well tracked for what was essentially an insurgent in the Middle East, slain by an empire that doesn't even exist anymore. I'm sure that all genealogical tracking is perfectly well kept from there to 2000 and fucking into whenever that was, like 2017. Where am I going? The boat at the end. Oh dear. Right. Like, I'm not even fucking with you, chat. Like, legit, she said that. I was like, come on. Stupid. It's stupid. Moss arrow down. Go. You saw nothing? Oh, what the?
Got him!
Shit. I was trying to board the boat. That didn't work. Oops. Yep, mind the gap. Right. Dearie me. Yeah, sorry, that's a bit too loud. Okay, so get aboard the boat, go to the pirate captain's house along the coast, and see exactly if he has, or where he has, the Keeper's secret prophecy book made out of gold. Thank you, Arigen K. Thank you very much, Arigen. Michael says, according to Ancestry, my family is somehow related to a family in Vietnam. How the hell did a Geordie and a Scottish family have Vietnam relations? Well, not related to Vietnam, but interestingly, did you know that some people in Scotland actually have ancestry from Spain? And the reason for that is actually intriguing. Oh, I did it again! I did it again! I'm stupid. The reason for that is actually intriguing. It's the Spanish Armada. So for those who aren't familiar, well, I'm not really overly familiar with that part of history, but essentially it was a very in one of our wars against Spain, it was a very, very large naval armada that attacked Britain, but they escaped around well, they tried to escape, they tried to run after they lost the battle. They tried to flee around the Scottish Isles in a sort of easterly, then northerly, then westerly direction in the hopes of getting back home. But obviously, not all of the ships made it. Some of them ran aground, and their sailors were trapped in Scotland. And of course, the local people, who were sympathetic to their plight, hid many of them. And many of them settled and married. And of course, for this reason, many Scottish people have Spanish family members. It's cool, isn't it? Yeah. The arrival of the physically fit, hot Spanish men. I'm sure the Scottish ladies were sort of like, holy shit. Dealing with lumpy, sort of foul-smelling Scottish men, then all of a sudden, whoa, here comes Raoul. How do I fucking... How do we activate the mission? Oh, that right-click. Got it. Here we go.
The lead from the abysmal gale has brought me here, to the captain's seaside mansion. Well, former captain. Moira and most of his crew didn't survive their final voyage, but luckily for me, the ship's manifest did. It talked about a golden slab, which sounds like the compendium of reproach the keepers have been looking for. The log said Captain Moira brought it home for safekeeping. I doubt he knew what he had. Probably just wanted it for the gold. My stolen rowboat got me here in one piece. Now I just have to find and steal the compendium. There's no way to know how many of the captain's loyal men are guarding the place, but the household will probably be in an uproar over the captain's death. With luck, no one will notice me sneaking around. The widow Moira might know where her late husband kept his treasures. Maybe I'll start by paying her a little visit.
Okay, find our way into the Overlook Mansion, find and steal the golden slab known as the Compendium of Reproach, leave the Overlook Manse grounds. The widow Moira may know where her husband kept the Compendium of Reproach. Up the difficulty level to Expert, I need to find 90% of all the loot. 3 special items, do not kill any non-combatants. There we go. Good to hear it, De Basil. It's good, isn't it? It's very good. Here we go. So, let's go then. Give it a save. Oh, sorry, bear with me. Just got to fire for something. Shit. Right. Indeed, I have fired a moss arrow at someone's face. They start choking and it's rather amusing. They survive. Okay. Here we go. Oh yeah, this is a good idea, sure. The well-lit elevator. Thank you, Vaj Ha. Thank you very much, Vaj.
something.
It's your turn already.
I know. Let me just think.
I'm waiting.
Don't rush me. I'm about to go.
Listen, it's not that hard. Look, you're showing pelicans and mackerels, right? Just play them in order, and you'll have at least 2. Oh, Burricks.
What? What's wrong?
You just won. I just won for you.
Ha ha! Pay up, Mortimer! What did I win?
Thank you, Lone Star. Thank you very much, Lone Star. Did he win? Some coins there. Just get the chest behind him.
A guard's life by me.
Yoink. Flash bomb. Nothing else. Shit. Okay. No, I've not seen it, Michael. Gonna have to get that light if I'm gonna go upstairs. So if you're just joining the stream, I'm trying to sneak into a mansion because apparently the former owner of the mansion has a gold book in his treasures. He was a former pirate captain. The gold book is a missing book, we think, that belongs to the Keepers, a sort of secret cult-like group of people who read the future. It's one of the books that they use to do it. The reason they're so concerned about the future is apparently there's something called the Dark Age, which is approaching. And they want to know what the fuck it is and how they can avoid it. Can I climb up here? No. Thank you, Deregi. They've got guards on the roof as well, look. If they've got a guard on the roof, that means there's an entrance on the roof. I wonder. Put some moss down to make my landing quieter. Give it a save. And then try to use the new gloves that I bought. Which apparently... There we go. Can I get over this ridge, or is it there to stop me from doing this? Okay, no, there we go. Nope, fuck. Can I go up? There we go, I can. Cool. Yes, indeed, Huaba. So I'm working on the next bullshittery. It's a 10-weeker, I'm afraid, and it's only the start of week 4? Question mark? Yeah, start of week 4. Wrong place to climb. Thank you, Little. Thank you very much, Little. Little, it's Untitled Goose Game. So there was a guard at the top of this. So does that mean I can climb this to enter the building? Let's have a look. Looks to be clear. Up we go. Fuck. No. Ow. Bloody hell. Piss ass. Fuck. Oh dear. Right. Do I plan on making videos on how I make the bullshittery videos? No, not really. I'm not really one who likes to make videos about videos. Or like videos about any... Shit, hang on.
Do you see it? Not so loud, Olivia. No, it's not
almost done with the upper floor. If you were the widow Moira, where would you keep your late husband's telescope?
We won't get anything out of the widow, my precious. I've just had a peek at her. She's up on the roof raving, and she didn't know me from a field mouse.
I didn't mean...
I know, darling. The question is more probably, where did the late Captain Moira put it? He wouldn't leave the Nereid telescope just lying around.
Bryce, we're doing the right thing, aren't we? I mean, its beauty is wasted on the widow Moira. She doesn't appreciate the finer things.
Well, it's right for us, sweetness, but as an officer of the City Watch, I must confess it's probably not doing right by the widow.
Scoundrel of the City Watch, you mean?
Looks like the widow Moira has more than just me to worry about tonight.
The servants and guards are going through, stealing shit. He's staying in the room. Shit. It could be a huge problem. Especially with that candlestick he can light his way. So the widow is on the roof, raving. So if I can take away her glow sticks, I may be able to ask her exactly where the compendium is. Okay. Have I considered trying to do a quick one? Not sure what you mean, sorry. Well, I did just... Sorry, quick videos, the XMB. Well, I did just make, like, 3 or... Was it 3 or 4 quick videos?
There it is again.
Okay.
Just a noise.
Whoa. Nearly got caught.
It's very hard to concentrate with that. I can't imagine it was anything important.
There we go. Up we go. Right. So, what have we got here? Overlook Mansion, the Rotunda, Boathouse. Oh, this is comprehensive. Well done. Library, study. Okay. Master bedroom, north side. Storm is raging. Okay, try to be methodical. Is that valuable? No. Simple bedroom. What's that? It's a ring. Oops. Shh. The things that are valuable tend to gleam. Whoa, hello.
Who's there?
Is he drunk? He's drunk. Okay. Right, the main stairwell. Ooh, look out for him.
Hello. Give me a break.
Rude. Okay. Does he constantly go up and down the stairs? Probably. Must be exhausting.
What are you up to?
You saw nothing, sir? You saw nothing? Is that painting valuable? No, not by the looks of things. Another bedroom. Okay. So for those just joining, we're sneaking around a mansion looking for valuables. Oh. The mansion was owned by a now dead pirate captain. Looks like the servants and the guards are stealing what they can because presumably they're about to lose their jobs. Okay. Not really the XMB. Alas, I fear doing so is probably just going to result in an inferior product.
Quite. Yes. Much like the McCafferty soiree last season at their summer home.
Quite.
Yes.
Food was delicious.
Quite. Quite. Yes, quite. And on. Don't you two ever get tired of yourselves?
My, what's gotten into our Miss Varia?
Quite.
Yes.
Fucking, the dude's died. The captain's died. Everyone seems so callous about it.
Odd noise.
Okay. Shit, just coming in here. Shit.
I hardly think that needs to be off.
Did she turn it back on? Oh, there's something atop. Look. Oh shit, just a potion. Is she lighting it back up?
My nerves are entirely overworked these days.
Give it a quick save. But sorry, to answer the former question a bit more seriously, no, I think with a bullshittery video, it is quite simple to do things simpler. Lots of people are doing that. There's plenty of YouTube videos with text appearing on it, but people seem to respond the most when the text is doing something interesting. When it's doing lots of tracking, when it's got masking, so it looks like it's moving behind objects. Better to lean into that which makes it look good rather than cut corners for speed. Okay. This is just the sorry, okay, that's not true. This is the Steam version, but it does have a mod pack, a fan-made mod pack called the Sneaky Mod or something, which is a big overhaul, which also makes it work on more modern PCs, owing to the fact that it was made for the Xbox originally. The Xbox did not have the necessary hardware to run something like this.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, what was that?
Jenny, come quick. I heard a sound, like a voice, carried on the wind.
You hear that?
It was Robert, I'm sure of it.
I think it's the widow. The woman whispering to herself. She said, "Ginny, come quick." Did you hear that? It was Robert.
From the shanty town, he sails upon the sea. His boat is black, his skin is brown. Oh, bring him back to me.
Yeah, it's the widow. She's gone loopy.
Did you hear that? Ginny? Ginny, come quick. I heard a sound, like a voice, carried on the wind. It was Robert, I'm sure of it. Don't tell me it was a trick of the wind. I know the difference. Bryant tells me you left a message for me on the Victrola. Really, Robert? Can't you just tell me yourself? That silly Victrola annoys me. Why must we have that ugly mechanist thing crouching in our bedroom? If your message is really so important, then you'll tell me yourself. At dinner. Yes, dinner. I'll have cook prepare all your favorites. You must be a friend of Robert's, perchance? One really ought to recognize one's own guests, but the fog has been so thick lately. Could you somehow find it in your heart to fetch me a glass of wine? The servants have forgotten.
Poor woman.
You'll never believe it, Robert. The servants have had the impertinence
I could go for
to
something
refuse me
warming
a
my
glass
soul.
of wine. No, not even my Ginny. Robert, Could you get a glass for yourself, and then I'll have a sip. Then you see, I might sleep. I am so weary, my darling.
She's lost it.
Sailor from the shanty town, he sails upon the sea.
Okay, if I bring her some wine.
His skin is brown, oh, bring him back to me.
I think it was a fork, not a key. Also interesting, she said that she had a mechanist device. A recording device. And Robert left a message. Where did she say it was again, sorry? Master bedroom. Okay, let's go to the master bedroom and see what message the captain left for the wife.
Did you hear that?
Fork and key? Was it definitely a key?
Ginny, come quick. I heard a sound, like a voice, carried on the wind. It was.
Thank you,
Robert, I'm
Mage.
sure of it. Don't
Thank you
tell
very
me
much,
it was a
Mage.
trick of
And
the
thank you,
wind.
Umlaut.
I know the difference. No, I will not come down.
Oh, you're right, thank you. I'm blind. I thought it was a fork. Thank you, chat. Yeah, poor woman.
Did you hear that? Ginny? Ginny?
Now more than ever, she needs friends by her side. Not these people.
Turn that back on.
I'm sure of it. Don't tell me it was a trick of the wind. I know the difference. No.
Hi there, Midnight. Welcome indeed. Welcome to Thief 3.
You, look over there.
Is this a doorway or just a painting? Just a painting. Okay, so I think we're on the south side of the building. Rotunda in the middle, the library, the master bedroom. We'll try and work our way... Yeah, work our way to the master bedroom. Watch out for the lady. She's going to step through in a second. Check this storeroom that I didn't check before. Nothing of note. Before I leave this area, was there anything in that corner behind that gentleman? See under there, under the stairs? Where is he right now? Take care, Tiny Essa. Have a good one. So yeah, over here then. So the weekend mostly did some work, did some cooking as well. I made some roast sea bass. I bought a couple of sea bass. Small ones, mind you. And I roasted them on a bed of tomatoes and potatoes. Marinated in olive oil and vinegar and parsley. Pepper and salt included. And it was very nice. Nope, not the flatfish. It was sea bass. A bit bony, to be honest. Thank you, Cesare. Okay. Where do you think we'll be able to find her some wine? Kitchen, I guess. Wine cellar? Okay, the guard is coming up again. I think. Okay. Oh, did you see that? The room is illuminated by the flashes of lightning.
Watch is getting to be a problem.
Only that side of the room. Okay. Give it a quick save. Cross. That painting, is it?
What's all the noise then?
Is the painting valuable? Yes.
Nothing.
Quite valuable.
Suppose there's such a thing as being too alert.
Shit. Stay in the shadow, stay in the shadow, stay in the shadow. There we go. This is safe, stay here. We're okay, stay here for a second.
Hey, step lively.
There we go.
All right,
shit.
there. You're busted. What was that? Oof!
Right. Let's try and avoid getting caught, shall we? Whoop. Froze for a second. Ah, could this be the master bedroom? It's on the north side. It looks like it could well be. Okay, so apparently in here there's a mechanist contraption. I'm guessing it's one of their recording devices. It is. We saw those in the prior game, Thief 2. Oh, they got a cat as well. Ginny, if something happens to me, if I'm lost at sea or am unable to return for some reason, then make sure Edwina listens to the message I recorded onto that old mechanist Victrola I put in the master bedroom. It's a sort of talking machine, and all she needs to do is turn it on, and she'll hear my voice, and my farewell to her. Yours, Captain Moira. P.S. Make sure no one else is in the room listening when she plays it. The farewell is just for her. Kitty. Okay. So what does the late Captain Moira have to say to his widow?
Edwina, this is your Robert speaking, and I have some important things to say to you. First, though, you must send anyone away who might be attending you. Yes, even Ginny. I have left some things for you, safe in a secret room. The coin I have saved over the years, and an odd item I discovered recently. If I don't return from this next voyage, go to my study, where I have hidden a small switch. The switch will temporarily open a secret door in the North Gallery. Make good use of what you find there, and always remember that I am your devoted husband, Robert.
A secret room, eh? Always my favorite room in a house.
Okay. So, the gallery, he said, opens a thing in the gallery. Hey, kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. Grab that necklace. Beg your pardon? Okay. So, master bedroom. Right, let's find that switch. I'm guessing that's where the compendium is. Okay, an ensuite bathroom. Ah, a widow's mirror. Bit of an arsehole, frankly, aren't I? Stealing from the poor widow. But if I don't, the servants will. Whoop. Okay. So I did some cooking over the weekend. Stocked up heavily when I went for a big food shop, so I've managed to get lots of stuff. I bought big bags of rice and pasta and stuff, simply because it's one of the few times the supermarket has had any of it in stock. I'm guessing people panic buying after COVID.
Once in 100 nights, maybe.
Okay. So yeah, got lots of food in here. Lots of tins as well, just because I needed to restock the cupboards. Have I got a rice cooker? Indeed I do. What is it? Whaling harpoon? Yeah. Which rice cooker do I have? I don't know. Can't see the brand on it. Small one. Okay. Curtis's journal, page 38. I'd give my notice if it weren't for the widow. They'll rob her blind if I'm not around to stop it. As it is, I can't be everywhere at once. But heaven help me, the ones I catch. Have to face it, she's not in her right mind. This morning she handed me some old coin as a tip. It was the captain's lucky coin, and 200 years old. Ooh. If it was a day. She might have got into his old things, the poor dear. But if I give it back, she'll just give it to Stanish. I'll bring it to the library and see if I can research what it's worth. Captain's lucky coin. Yeah, she's lost her marbles.
What was that?
Whoa, nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Nothing. Maybe some random sound.
Is it gonna go that way or not? Nope.
Hate you!
Bless you. Thank you, Galea. Thank you very much, Galea. And Jedi Lunchbox and Cesare. Thank you very much. Ah.
What's that I see?
Nothing.
Anyone there? This isn't funny. Nothing there.
My thoughts on Thief 2014? Really, I'll just direct you to a YouTube video called Thief vs. AAA Gaming. The Thief series made lots of little subtle and clever design decisions, which were mostly ignored by its remake. In the words of that video, the AAA industry plows ahead blind and oblivious, just throwing in more and more things when sometimes the absence of things are more important. The video cites an important level where your fuck. Shit, did I get caught?
Someone there?
Ah, I got caught, damn it. The video basically cites an important level where your preconceptions are challenged and then turned on their head by a sort of mind-bending mansion that leaves you in a sort of state of... It unnerves you. By removing things from it, by taking away your options, by making you feel vulnerable. And
what is it?
Damn it. And carefully keeping you on a tight leash instead of giving you choices and the ability to free roam, it's able to make things a lot more memorable than more greater than the sum of its parts. Right.
Hello? Who left this open?
Yeah, things like map markers, that sort of thing.
If something's there,
Okay. Trouble is, I don't think I have the time to pick this. If I distract him with something heavy, or a noise-making arrow, but that's going to make him... Oh, hang on, there's a thing here. Whoop. Wait until he's on the tail end of his patrol. What happened to Mount Massive Part 2? It was never made, Kayamona, I'm afraid. I tried Outlast, but it wasn't really for me. Okay. Okay, wait until he's on his way out before I start lockpicking. Can I off the bloke? Garrett doesn't kill, generally speaking. He's a thief, not a murderer, as he would put. He has put people in a position to be killed, mostly because they were evil and had to be stopped. But he's no amateur thief, no burglar. By the time people realise that they've been robbed, he's already leaving. Okay, we'll go down now. What about Lady Elizabeth? We didn't force her to attack the thug that she was with. She could have tried to be diplomatic. Instead, she pulled out a sword and got killed for it. You know what I mean. Okay, the ground floor. Let's see if we can find the kitchen and therefore a glass of wine for the lady. Okay. Ginny, maybe? Why the arrow? The animation got stuck because the game is quite buggy.
Maybe someone just moved it. But who? I wish they'd leave the lights on for me.
Oops. Fuck.
Isn't this just
Okay. Let's keep exploring.
Oh, these long nights. That's murder.
Thank you, assassin. Right. Watch out for the lightning. Does it come through these windows? Illuminating my position. Quick. No, I think we're okay.
How goes it then?
Give me a break.
Right. So we're looking for... What type of room were we looking for? Sorry. Hidden switch in the study and then get to the north gallery. Okay. Who is he talking to? Is there a guard by the door? Him. Okay.
That ain't living. That dump. She don't even know. If I wanted to, I could have set her up real.
Right.
See, but I got better things to spend my money on.
Shit. So he does a tight loop. Hi there, Messi. Hope you're well. 1 second, folks. There's something very important I must do. The dog is at my feet. She wants attention.
Hi. Hello. Yes, hello. Hi. Yes, I love you too. I love you too.
I love you too. Ah, dearie me. Right.
Clear night.
What do you reckon? Can I make it? Okay. Where does he go? He looks like he's got a bit of a long patrol path. Where's he going? What the fuck?
Just once, I'd like to see somebody try something. Now that would be some good fun.
Okay, is this the library? Seems so. Okay. We're looking for a switch and then we need to get to the north gallery. Aha! This must be the lucky coin. There we go. Only 25, really? It's meant to be a valuable coin. Never mind, it is what it is. Right, so a switch. Captain Moira hit a switch. Where's the North Gallery? I did not find it. You alright, honey bunny? Switch, switch, switch. Maybe this is not the correct room? Oh, no. Yeah, the desk maybe? No. Thank you very much, Necromancer. Thank you very much, Mancer. Thank you. Is it a floor switch, maybe? I'm not seeing anything, chat. Check the other room. Maybe it's over here. Looking at all the surfaces one by one. Nope. Check this one over here. Try checking the study. Am I in the wrong place? Did it say study or library? Hidden switch in the study. Oh, maybe I misunderstood, sorry. Study. Okay. I'm just dense, evidently. Let's keep moving. Whoop. Thank you, First Conqueef Adore. Thank you very much. There we go. While we're here, we should probably check out this bit here. Why is he patrolling that way? Receipt for cargo ship Abysmal Gale, Captain Moira, for his regular due 40 parts per haul, to brung up to his house, the Overlook Mansion. 1 flask of whale oily, 100 haddocks on salt, 1 gold slab with a strange bit of writ on it. Thit could nor be broke in parts, so Captain M agrees to take less split on the other haul. 4 woven baskets, 3 bottles good brandy. Duly signed and approved by Emmius Doolittle, Docker's assistant. I see. Huh? Interesting outside. Let go. Stop.
Those noisy places, I guess.
Let go. Stop.
Hey there.
Bugger off.
fucking rude.
Did I hear...
Toxic work environment.
Parola. I spotted him.
Piss ass. They saw me. Okay. So yeah, for those joining, welcome to Thief 3.
Uh-oh.
Damn it. Got caught again. So if this intrigues you, if you're interested by a stealth game which puts way more focus on evasion rather than stealth combat, then I strongly recommend, well, this is good, but I do recommend Thief 2. Probably a better entry point. Hell,
Shouldn't
better
that light be, on?
entry point and exit point if you just wanted the one game, because it's fucking brilliant. Okay. So this is the downside part of the lobby.
Ah, bugger off.
Ooh. I think that's just the lady that fled. Maybe she got stuck on that guard. Okay.
Did I just hear something?
Well, weirdly, as I keep repeating, one could probably skip Thief 1, as heretical as that probably is for long-term fans of the Thief series. I don't think it's the best place to introduce someone new to the series. The problem with Thief 1 is that there were big bits of... Well, they didn't really lean into the stealth mechanics, so they weren't overly confident. Ah, the telescope. The valuable telescope. We found it. Yeah, there are some goofy elements of Thief 1. Not saying don't play it, but maybe not if you're unsold on the Thief series. Go with Thief 2. Okay. So we found... Have we found all 3 pieces of special equipment? Let's have a look. Yes, we found the 3 special bits. The telescope, the lucky coin, and something else. Okay, so... Hidden switch in the south side, I assume, and then get to the north gallery. Find and steal the golden slab called the compendium, and then about 90% of everything valuable. Ooh. I'm on the east side of the property. Stop.
Did I see something in there?
Nope. You saw nothing here.
Ah, it was nothing.
Yeah.
Back to work then.
Hi there, SWAT Knight. ZF SWAT Knight. SWAT Knight is in the chat, everyone. Hope you're A-OK, SWAT Knight. It's the cook. Aha! The glass of wine. See if we can find it for my lady.
That sounded odd. Nothing's here. Better get back to it. Who's in there with the pots and pans?
Oh shit. Did he spot me? I think he did. Shit. Damn it, he spotted. He's off to get guards. Okay. Well, I'm shit. Yes, Heartless points out, SWAT, that we were mocking the fact that for some reason your culture doesn't cook pork before they eat it. You savages. Half of you have probably got fucking worms by now.
That sounded odd. Everything's okay, I guess.
SWAT says, listen here, you little shit. Right. I won't take that from a Brit of all people. Well, at least we cook our food. Our food may be shit, but at least it doesn't give us gut worms. Clams and noodles, Captain's favourite. 1 pound of clams, scrubbed and set in strong wine for an hour. 1 pound of noodles, butter, 1 head of garlic. Boil the noodles and then and the soaked clams. Cook the garlic in the butter. Serve it up with more strong wine. Ooh. God, levitating angrily. Okay. What the fuck? Oh! Oh, what? What happened there? Is that a cat? What is that? It's
I thought I might have seen something.
Did a dog run into the fire accidentally?
Nothing. It's probably just dust in my eyes or something.
Yeah, it must have ran into the fire. Oh, that sucks. Poor doggy. Okay.
Nervous me.
Okay, some stuff, valuable stuff on the table. I'll try and pinch it.
What's that?
Nothing.
Did something make a
I
noise?
think I just saw something move.
No, you didn't.
What an odd noise.
She's warming her hands over the quietly cooking terrier.
Could be. I don't know.
Ooh.
But I'll know what it is if I find something. Guess I could be seeing things happen sometimes.
Who's back there?
At night. In the dark.
Someone playing with the light switch.
Huh?
Okay, need to get that cup on the table.
Is that you, Morris? Don't you go making any messes now. I'm done cleaning for the night.
Jeez, I gotta relax. Maybe it's time for a beer.
Okay, what's she doing now? Oh, I can't stop yawning. Oh. Quite a few servants down here. Okay, can I go in now? Thank you very much, Camus. Thank you, Camus. Whoop. Yoink. 45%.
Funny. What am I worried about? Just some tapping sounds is all.
Okay, storeroom over there. What's this? Why is this locked? Okay. That's the main stairwell. Yeah, what's this? Why is this room locked? Okay. What's a gallery? I was thinking like art gallery, but I haven't found one of those.
Oh!
Fuck.
Oh, this is more than one servant alone can handle.
Damn it.
Gotta get help.
Fuck. Ah, shit. Gotta wait until she's patrolling away. It didn't say galley, did it? Was it galley? North Gallery. Okay. There was that closed door to the north with the guard sitting down. Ooh. Wait till she's bogged off. Or... There we go.
Why has that been shut off?
Ooh.
Quiet night.
Likewise, I'm sure.
Okay, can I get in here? No, come on. Oh, is it diagonal? Okay. Come on. There you are. Diagonal. Diagonal again. There you are. Right, it has to be this room. Okay. Give this a save, and then get ready to hit the button and run. I didn't find a glass of wine, though. Or at least, it was not one that was obvious. Thursday. Will the storm never let up? We've been keeping port for 3 days while the men stay on pay, lest they find other work. The treasure perplexes me. What manner of gold is it that gleams so, but does not dent? What does the strange symbol on it mean? Is it solid? No, not heavy enough hollow then. Friday. I endeavoured to melt it, but the treasure shows no sign of warp or scorching. I've heard of things protected by wards and such. Could this be such an item? I have placed it in the secret room for now, but this warrants further study when I return. Monday. The weather finally broke and tomorrow we set sail. If the dockmaster is in the mood to take a bribe from an old marauder like me, too bad I'll have to leave behind my fine gold telescope. The Nereid, the glass lens is chipped. If I were a superstitious man, I'd delay the trip. For now, it will stay here on display in the rotunda. Okay. So, could this be... Aha. Are you the switch? The hidden switch? I'm guessing you probably are. Okay. The way he tries to pronounce Nereid? Why? How is it meant to be pronounced? Hang on. Right, so... I saw something gleam, did you? Maybe it's just this? Where does this go? Hang on.
Oh, for a guy like me.
Okay, out here into the... Oh! Gallery! Is that the central room in the middle? The rotunda? Is that the gallery?
Nothing, is it? Oh, back to work then.
Aha. Yeah, sorry, it is proper dark, isn't it? Shall I up the... Hang on. Shall I up the brightness for you, folks? Hang on. Is it a bit too... This level is quite dark. What if I had to do this? 1 second. Color correction. Is it color correction? Let's try this. What if I were to up the... no, not that. Gamma? Try upping the gamma a little bit. See if you find that annoying. Hang on. Is that any better or worse? I see no different actually from my...
I could dress that nice.
Did I even change anything? Hang on. Did I even switch the effect on? That's so much worse. Brightness. What if I did that? Brightness down. Try that. Hang on. What about that? Is that better or worse? Yeah, shall I leave it like that for a bit? Oh. It does look a bit weird, doesn't it? Maybe that's not a good idea. Well, we'll do that for a little bit and see what people think. Okay. Right, is this the switch or not? Hang on. Let's just open this door so we can move quickly. I'm guessing this goes into the dining room where we just were a second ago. Hang on. There we go. Tell you what I probably should do after this stream. I should go for a jog. Need to get my fat ass running. Okay, so it does this. Oh look, no, there it is. I see. So what was this then? Oh, it's just a heavy object. Okay. My mistake. Right, let's get ready to hit the switch then. So hit the switch and then see if we can get to... What was it? The North Gallery. Here we go. Switch hit. So is this the gallery?
It happened again. Looked like a... Huh, well, what does it matter? It's gone now.
Fuck.
I better go get some help here.
Fuck. Okay, I'm just going to peg it, see if I can find the... Wait, maybe this is not the gallery? Is this the gallery? Aha, this is it.
Huh? What? Aha! Who's that? What do you want?
Okay, so I've got to find my way here. Right, let's try that again. So I've just got to move quickly through to, yeah, get to that room there. So why don't we go through the dining room with the fireplace switched off rather than under there? Okay. So... Oh, wait a minute. I loaded the wrong thing. Load the main save. There we go. Right, anyway, sorry, if you're just joining the stream, welcome to a bit of Thief 3. I'm sneaking around a mansion looking for a gold book that the guy that nicked it didn't realise... sorry, a pirate captain who nicked it didn't realise that it was actually a book that divines the future. And the guy can't open it, and it was protected by magic, so he could not melt it down. So it's currently just hidden, and I'm here to steal it for an organisation called the Keepers, who like to read the future using said books. Whoops. Oh no. Crouch. Shit. Of course, they can't actually open it. It has a magic password type spell on it. So I've got to find the glyph that will open it, along with the book. Fuck. The Keepers are super worried because their other prophecies...
What's that?
Fuck. Maybe I'm making a mistake by using the kitchen. Ah, damn it. Need to go the other way round. Okay. Yes, the Keeper organisation, they've got a prophecy that talks of an incoming dark age, and they're super worried that there's going to be some sort of an apocalypse. I've done it again. I loaded up the wrong save. There we go. The prophecies also have some other things that have the Keepers concerned. It prophesies a traitor among them. And since I am indeed, was formerly one of the Keepers, they're worried that I'm perhaps going to be like a secret traitor, so they don't trust me. And also, the prophecies mention some important artifacts that I've managed to partially acquire. Something to do with these artifacts. A Hammerite cup, a pagan paw called the Jacknal's paw, a crown, what are the other ones? An eye, A magic jewel. That sort of thing. Hang on. Just save there. Can I sneak through? Or no.
Thought I heard something.
Is that a sound?
Yep.
Nothing. Maybe some random sound.
Fuck. There we go. Quickly. So the gallery should be here. Good, he's patrolling away. Enter now. So apparently there's a secret room in here. Is it behind the bookcase? Was I too slow?
Place like this, gotta expect some extra noise once in a while.
I can hear a sound behind the bookcase. I think I was simply too slow. Okay. Is that valuable? Okay. Damn, an electric light. Getting to that chest could be problematic. Put down a moss arrow.
All right, whoever you are, I know you're there.
Uh-oh. When is? This was made in 2004.
Give a shout if you find someone, all right? I'll give them a knuckle sandwich to remember.
Long story short, the Thief series consisted of Thief 1 and 2 in the late 90s. Then Looking Glass Studio, the company that made it, went under. The publisher held the rights, and so they gave Thief 3 to the studio that made Deus Ex 2, Invisible War. That's what you're looking at now. They did okay-ish. And then they tried their hand at a full-on remake in 2014 and pretty much killed the series by not understanding the first thing about Thief.
What's that?
Something. Just that.
It could indeed be a problem. I've got to be fast. Okay.
Was that?
Nope.
I guess it's quieted down. Yes?
No. Right, here we go. Smack it and run.
It was probably that. Did I really hear it?
Huh? Did I hear that?
Nope, you heard nothing? Oh, he's in the wrong position. Damn it. Piss off, piss off, piss off, piss off, piss off. Oh, I could have gotten in. Damn. Made it. Just in time. Okay, so the mansion's secret room. Now the captain didn't warn his wife about any traps or anything. Okay. There it is.
That's got to be the compendium.
Okay, one of the Keeper's enchanted prophecy books. Put the glyph into the front of that and it will open, and you can read it. But one must be careful when they read glyph magic because it can artificially age you. The reader, Katika, is actually a fairly young woman, but she looks elderly because, well, she reads glyphs for a living. Here we go. Captain Moira's book. Edwina, if you're reading this, it's because I am gone. But fear not, for I've provided for you. The money in the chest will keep you surrounded by servants. There's a golden slab too, but it's a mystery to me. It could be some kind of fool's gold or enchanted. You won't need it though, not with the chest filled with coin. Yours forever, Robert. Now I feel really bad. Okay. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh. Well, I'm a bastard. Where does this go? Is this level's end? Not sure. Maybe. But there's more that I need to do here. So I've only got 64% of everything. Okay, weird. I would have expected... I should bring the lady some wine. Aha, we're back here at the start. Okay. Thank you, Mikalenko and Frayed. Thank you, both of you. Right, we'll stay in the mansion for now. There's more expensive stuff that we need to steal. Okay. But where could it be, I wonder? Leave the overlook. So 90... We've only got 64%? I must have missed quite a considerable amount. Have I missed anything in here? Captain, have you been holding out on her? Okay. Up we go. No, this is Thief 3, Eat Zimmy. It's confusingly named because they decided, weirdly, to make it for an Xbox instead of PC. And they didn't want to scare off new buyers by... Well, people thinking, well, I haven't played Thief 1 or 2, why should I buy this? Thank you, Tungsten. But the game is Thief 3, Deadly Shadows.
Funny sound.
Is that valuable?
Sure. I didn't hear anything.
This chest here, for sure. Accessing that with its lock is going to be problematic. I'd either have to knock this gentleman out, or... use one of my gunpowder.
Place like this, gotta expect some extra noise once in a while. Hey!
Oh, it's a tough lock.
I knew it. Now face
Oh
me.
no! Owie, 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 owie! Oh shit. Right. Thank you, Tungsten. Where am I? About to step out again.
Funny. Peasants. Who needs them? Hey! Better check near the table.
There it is again. What's happening tonight?
Shit. Are we good? Anything else? Nice, 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 nice. There we go. Can I clear out of here before I get caught?
I see you there.
Bollocks. Damn it. Fuck. Ooh. Are the first two very important to understand the story? No, not at all. They're all very self-contained. Essentially, the city's doing its thing, Garrett is stealing, and then all of a sudden... Oh no, it crashed. And then all of a sudden... There's some evil plot underfoot that causes Garrett to get caught in and dragged into it, essentially. Hang on a minute. Right. Sleepy dog. Sleepy dog. 1 second. Okay. Hang on. Yeah, there's Lulu. She's fine. She just flopped. Okay. Have I played Stalkers? Only the first Stalker. I played the first Stalker until my PC... the game shipped with some sort of memory bug, which prevented me from continuing past the point where all the cultists were turning up. I don't know if it was the end game, but when all of those weird cultists turned up, my PC would continually crash until it just got completely unplayable. Okay. Thank you, Meta Gaming.
I thought you could get
Damn it!
away.
Ah. Thank you, Meta Gaming, and thank you, Tungsten and Frayed. Right. Gotta wait until he calms down, I think. Shit. So I need to find...
Careful of all the noise you're making, Taffer. You don't want to make it too easy for me to find you.
Need to find more of the treasure.
I guess they must have taken off. Knew I heard them, so they turned chicken and ran.
Oh. Here we go. Shit, someone's coming. Water thing on moss? If you put water onto a moss arrow, this happens. Onto moss, this happens. Yeah. Okay, we're back in the cook's room. Someone's coming. So where haven't I been? This map is not comprehensive. Where haven't I been? Haven't really explored the actual stairwell, have I? Over here. And I need to find that wine for the lady. Damn it. Shit. Let me just run around for a bit. Hang on. Ah, so there's some treasure there. Hang on.
I saw something funny.
Shit. Treasure there. Storeroom. No, I've been in here. That's where the lady is. Okay. Was there wine on the table? I'll check the table to see if there's any wine that I can bring the widow. Did I, Rumblesack? Really? Get back into the kitchen. Fuck. Satori, it's the Thief series. A game with 3 entries, really. There was a remake, a 4th one, which basically killed the series because it wasn't really Thief. But it has very strong emphasis on evasion, where getting detected will more or less kill you. Unless you, well, successfully evade. Save. Is this the wine? Shit. I'm gonna get caught. Last time he found me. Can I hug the wall? Hug the wall, hug the wall. I can't while holding something. I'm okay. Weirdly. Ooh. Wine, 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 wine. I see no goblet on the table. Nothing valuable that I can steal here. Did I open this chest? Yeah, open that chest. Okay. Thank you very much, Huskard. Thank you, Huskard. Okay, so I know that there's something valuable in the stairwell here. Any paintings that I can steal? No, those are not valuable. Okay, that is careful. Mind that for Ginny. Now the guard, is he on his way out? No, he's on his way down. So I think he stops there, does he? Yep. And he does a loop. There we go. Now.
A ghost definitely saw.
Fuck.
Well, maybe not definitely.
What's that noise?
Damn it! Okay. Let's try that again. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a lovely day today. So in a minute, I'm going to get on with the next bullshittery.
Nice to see you again.
Wait, where does she go? Does she stop at the window? Oh no, that's really inconvenient. Fuck.
Odd noise.
Really?
No!
I'll just go fetch someone.
Oil on the stairs? Jesus Christ. Sorry. Let's try that again. Oh dear. Right.
Evening.
Likewise, I'm sure.
What the fuck? Hang on.
Who's that I hear?
There we go. Good enough.
I'm sure I heard something.
Ah! Damn it! Damn it! Should have waited. Should have waited. Okay. I'm hoping that this is the correct bottle. I'm trying to bring some wine to the widow who's mourning on the roof.
Was that a sound?
I got a bad feeling about this. Nothing. And that's the way I like it.
Thank you, Nikki. Although Pride is over now, so yeah, I'm hoping that'll be alright. Oh shit! I should have charged the should have put in my wireless headphones to charge for a jog. Thank you for Jordor. Thank you very much for Jordor.
How can I stand being so dirty? So dirty.
Oh. Yeah, probably a good idea. Sorry, can I just plug in my fuck, where is it? Where's my oh. I've done with them. Put them somewhere. Fuck. It's in my fleece pocket. They're in my fleece pocket. Hang on. Yep. found them, just plugging them in. 1 second. There we go. Sorry, just plugged in into a USB port to charge my wireless earhook headphones so I can go for a jog and try not to be a fat motherfucker. Right, okay. Indeed, Craft Angel made that as a representation of what I pretty much sound like. And fair. Right, so I have stolen 69% of the total treasure on the map.
What about it? You see anything or not?
And I'm trying to get the last bits. Alright.
I really gotta learn to relax, not jump at the littlest things. I imagine things. What? Am I seeing things now?
Yes, you are. There's nothing here. Okay, so the widow is up here. Wait for that servant to back away. I think she comes my way. Hang on, yep. There we go. Whoop.
It's back.
Right, so here's the widow. Does she accept a bottle, or is this not the right item? Hello.
Thank you.
Ah.
Now perhaps I can settle my poor nerves. So kind of you to fetch it, so that I could stay and watch for my dear Robert. I know I've not thanked you properly, and a poor woman's gratitude is not worth much these days, is it? I can hardly trust my other house guests. They think I don't hear them sneaking about. But I do. When my Robert returns, he'll deal with them. Anyone who has stolen from me. He'll always look out for me, one way or another. My Robert, my sailor. Did you hear that? Ginny? Ginny, come quick. I heard a sound, like a voice, carried on the wind. It was Robert, I'm sure of it. Don't tell me it was a trick of the wind. I know the difference. No, I will not come down.
Damn. Okay, so bring her. Right, so I've listened to the recording. I've unfortunately nicked the money that was meant for her. The widow would like some wine. I bought her some wine. Okay. So I still need to find any cash left over.
You'll never believe it, Robert. The servants have had the impertinence to refuse me a glass of wine.
Now, where do you think I should go now?
Even my Ginny. Robert, could you get a glass for yourself? And then I'll...
Look at this smelly creature. She knows nothing of hardship. She spent her entire life on a pillow, haven't you? Talking about you, young lady. Why are you upside down? I don't even own that sofa. Like, I bought it specifically for me, but she's the one that uses it. It's her throne. Thank you, DePeace. Thank you very much, DePeace. Right. Not sure where to go. Where haven't I looked? Where have I not looked? Guess we just need to keep exploring, really.
What is it? Not again. Too much wool gathering.
Did she die? She looks dead. No, that's just normal. She's not dead. She's just lazy. Sort of looking on top of cabinets and stuff. Looking at the time though, it is 2 hours and 15 minutes. I should probably wrap up now and go get on with work. That's the top hallway. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably leave it there for this morning if that's all right, folks. But, well, thank you for being here. So, yeah, we've found the compendium. We can bring it back to the keepers. I need to find more cash on this level before I can proceed. I'm sure it's somewhere. So, I need to go and get on with Untitled Goose Game bullshittery. And, yes, so I'm on week 2 of 7 of the animation work, probably 6 based on the effort that I've done so far. I should have finished 5 minutes out of 36. I've actually finished 6 and a bit minutes out of 36, so I'm a little bit ahead. Regardless, I need to crack on with the animations to the best of my ability, and by the end of this week, I need to be at least 10 minutes in out of 36. I know that sounds quite excessive. The animation is very frame by framey, although I'm having some good luck with the auto tracker. In fact, I would go far and say, that this project is the easiest auto tracking job I've ever had so far. This is no Arma 3. The Untitled Goose Game features a goose that is bright white, frankly, and all I can just tell the auto tracker to follow the white blob. So long as the goose's head does not turn around too much, that seems to really confuse it. The auto tracking is actually relatively easy, so that's good. That's good indeed. So anyway, so I need to go and keep cracking on with it, really. So yeah. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you, Kind of Ghosty and Vostark. And once again, if you're interested in Thief, might I strongly recommend Thief 2: The Metal Age, which is very, very good. Right. Let me leave you in the company of one of my clanmates. 1 second. So Yuki is doing a bit of Elden Ring, SWAT Knight is doing Final Fantasy, and Joink is currently just chatting. Let me leave you in the... Who haven't I hosted up recently? Well, it's been a while since I've hosted Yuki. Let me leave you in the company of ZF Yuki. He's currently riding around on the back of a goat. Is that a goat or... I don't know what that is. He's riding around... He's riding up a set of stairs on a goat. He's now jumping off the side of a castle on a goat. Okay. This looks like madness. Let me hand you over to him, and he can show you what he's doing. So this is ZF Yuki. Thank you again, everyone. Have a lovely afternoon. Hope to see you again soon.